Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go back with episode 2 of the Cholo Tears podcast. I'm one half of the show, RJ, and above me, or right next to me, or wherever we are, is my buddy Anthony. We are here. We are ready to talk some Dodgers baseball. Big reactions to our first home opener game against the Detroit Tigers, coming up on a win 5-4. We got some shambles with the Lakers coming up, and for you Raider fans out there, I know, you're probably wondering where the Raider talk is going to be. We're going to wait a little bit closer to the draft. We're going to wait till it gets a little closer. There's a little bit more to talk about, but don't worry, we're going to talk about our Raiders soon. But first things first, and happy Friday, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, what's up, RJ? I'm doing pretty good. Happy Friday. Really excited to get that. Even though we had those two games in Tokyo, to get that one game under our belt. Um, with the Dodgers at least. I know with the Lakers, they're struggling a little bit, just kind of been up and down. But I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Doing really good, man. Really excited to talk some Dodgers ball right now, man. Might be a little bit of a shorter episode today. We only had the one game. We don't have as much as like after like a Friday, a whole entire week to talk about the Dodgers. So it might be a little shorter episode for us today, ladies and gents. So just be a little mindful for that. But we are going to introduce like some more segments going forward. Just really excited to kind of talk ball with you guys. So dive on in, Mal, shall we? All right.
Yes, sir.
Topic one, man. Dodgers win last night, 5-4, home opener against the Detroit Tigers. Really close game for about like it's probably like the first like half of it, and then it kind of started to get blown open. But from what I saw was Dodgers looked great. They were piecing up Scooble from an AL unanimous Cy Young winner. He pitched really well, but it seemed like we had solid contact, even though some of them were outs. We did have a lot of solid contact off him, the first couple innings, and I was thinking to myself, wow, we're gonna we're gonna hit him around today. And sure enough, your boy Tommy Tanks gets the scoring started off with a solo shot, absolute missile off Scooble. Um, and then kind of goes forward a little bit more. Then Teo goes yard. Then we got Otani going oppo. Like it was just offense all around. Like our big boppers definitely did the job. Our pitching definitely was awesome. Shout out to Blake Snell, man. I've got some stuff I got to talk about him for a little bit, but all in all, seemed like a really really good start, especially for a home opener for our fans back in the U.S. Man. You got any takeaways real quick and about what happened with the Dodger game, or if you're able to catch some of it?
Yeah, so I just kind of got a recap of it just because unfortunately I was working at the time when they were playing live. But yeah, just to go back to back to some of your points. Tommy Tanks, Barry Bonds right-handed. Every time he hits right-handed, he's fucking Barry Bonds. So I'm really excited about that. Really happy about that. Detroit kept fighting though. I'll tell you that. Like because we'd take the lead, they'd come back. Like they slowly. It was hard to kind of just have them go away, but it's still early. Obviously, it's the first game. First game of the season, for everybody other than the Dodgers and the Cubs. But Blake Snell, I really like Blake Snell what he does just because the only thing is that he gives up a lot of walks, but the reason why he gives up a lot of walks is because he's always painting the corners. It's
Yeah.
just the whole chasing thing. So the 5 walks, I believe he had 4 or 5 walks. I'm not really tripping about that. Um, just kind of get in the groove. Like I said, I just got a recap of it. Teo hit a bomb. Like he crushed
Mhm.
it. It was a no doubter. Otani's gonna do his thing, and then as long as we get someone else, like other than from our 4 stars, 3 stars, like Tommy, it's gonna be a good year, man. It's gonna be a good
Yeah,
year.
really really good year. Yeah, and I do want to bring up the whole Blake Snell with the 5 walks. Um, I actually did like watch the entire game and stuff like that, so I was able to really take notes kind of going forward and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And not even that, Blake Snow did look great. Like his first couple, like 3 innings, he looked awesome. And it wasn't until about like the fourth inning he started to really start to miss. Gave up a little bit more walks. Yep, looking at it right now, 4 base on balls, only 2 strikeouts. Like you said, he's more of like a chase pitcher. Gonna get you to chase. We'll get on Detroit in a little bit because they really fucking impressed me too, man. Like I thought like last year's team was gonna be just you know, a great year that kind of just fizzled out. They're not really a star-studded team driven by like how the Dodgers are or hell even like Atlanta or anyone else. but they can scrap, dude. They can scrap, and they're gonna be really, really annoying going forward. But yeah, I want to say like around like the fourth inning, Snell definitely looked like he kind of fatigued a little bit. He was definitely missing his spots a lot. We saw he spiked a ball a solid like foot from the plate, and
Oh
Will
wow.
Smith couldn't block it. I mean, it happens. It's his first like actual start of the year, not counting like a spring training start. So I'm not really worried about that. I definitely do want to see the strikeouts a little bit more. But I mean, if he's just getting a feel for it, it's first game. I'm not really tripping about it. I do want to see the walks definitely come down a little bit, especially since like Detroit obviously may not make him pay because they went 0 for 15 with runners in scoring position last night. So that's also something that was really, really big for us. But definitely want to see him cut down on the walks because if you walk five people and you're going up against San Diego or Atlanta or the Diamondbacks, like they're gonna make you pay for it,
Yeah.
especially if you're not getting the swings and misses like he was. Five innings, 5 hits, two earned, four walks, two Ks, off 92 pitches. It's not bad, but I definitely want to see an improvement on the control and command a little bit, and definitely want to see him be able to go a little deeper into the game. Save our bullpen. But our bullpen definitely showed out too, except for a little hiccup from Vesia, where he gave up a tank to Spencer Torkelson. I can't really be mad about it, honestly. And then Trinan got a little he got a little worrisome in the ninth inning trying to close it out and stuff like that. But other than that, like nothing more.
Did I thought
You
Tanner
know,
Scott gave up a home run yesterday, or was I tripping?
no, that was Vesia.
That was Vesia?
That was Vesia. Yeah, he gave up a tank to Torkelson. That was a really really big one. Yeah, it looks like Tanner Scott gave up a run, but I think that was mostly just off like hits and stuff like that. So it
Okay.
wasn't anything like too big. But even then, like by then, Otani had already homered and made it like a kind of like almost out of reach and stuff like that. So we were good there. But yeah, I mean the bullpen definitely did its thing too, and I'm really really excited to see us going forward. And then there goes our conundrum we talked about last episode about like who the closer should be. The good call on Blakey Trinan, and then Tanner Scott coming in at the eighth to kind of just smooth things over and stuff. So definitely something going forward. We're not going to have like a set closer. It seems like it's going to be a bunch of rotating guys going forward, and I'm okay with that as
Mm-hmm.
long as what preserves arms going forward. I'm more than okay with not having like a set closer and just having everyone have like at least like 12 saves, 20 saves, whatever it may be. So that's definitely something good going forward. And another thing that kind of alarmed me was Mookie Betts, man. He looks skinny, man. Like he looked
Yes.
really, really skinny, man. That little stomach bug he had in Tokyo, man, looks like it really, really affected him and his body, man. I mean, we all know the whole like 15 pounds thing that, he got hit with and stuff like that. And I didn't really realize it because I didn't watch much spring training games. I like hand up, didn't really watch him that much. It was kind of hard with work and stuff like that, but seeing him there, he looked really, really skinny, and there was a ball he hit in the first inning right at the left fielder. I thought it was going to go out, and then I see it just died. It goes right to the left fielder, and I'm like, wow, that ball usually goes out for Mookie, and like it was alarming to kind of see that like the power wasn't there yet. But I really want him to kind of get healthy, put his weight back on, and stuff like that. We don't, thankfully, like it's not like we need Mookie to be like there to carry the team.
Mm-hmm.
We can have like Shohei, Freddie, Will, Teo. I mean, Tommy Edmonds. They're all gonna carry each other to where not everyone's gonna be like, damn, I need to be Superman today. So the good thing is like that was very alarming. I hope he does get better. We are gonna need him to get better, especially if he's gonna be our shortstop. And I honestly think that once he gets his weight back, I think like we'll see the power kind of come back. But we'll see what happens tonight against Jack Flaherty, man. I mean, he's gonna get a standing go from Dodger fans and stuff like
Of
that while he
course.
gets his ring. Of course, man, you got to give respect to Jay Flaherty, man. Did nothing but help us get that World Series ring. He's gonna be beloved amongst Dodger fans or whatever. He will never get booed. I'm excited to see like what the reaction is from the crowd will be, but I'm expecting nothing but cheers and just love from Dodger fans. I mean, we both love Jay Flair, man. I mean, he's sick, man. I mean, and he's a California kid too. Like,
Yeah.
can't hate the kid, man. And it's just kind of sucks that we didn't have to re-sign him or we just didn't want to. Let him go get paid over in Detroit. He's still going to be on a contending team. And speaking of the contending team, dude, the Tigers, they're going to be really, really good going forward, man. Like they have this whole band, like Island of Misfit Toys kind of thing going on, where it's just a bunch of guys coming together and just playing ball. And they're going to be a problem going forward. I'm really excited to see like how Yamamoto is going to go tonight against them, which Jack Flaherty, Yamamoto pitching against each other. Going to be a really fun game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and catch it tonight. But yeah, dude, Detroit definitely surprised me with how scrappy they were going to be. And like I said, last night in the ninth, I thought they were going to, you know, make something happen and tie it up. I was definitely getting ready for, oh shit, here we go,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Here we go
yeah,
again.
yeah, man. Like, here we go, fucking raising blood pressures and shit like that. Dodger baseball. But we were able to shut the door. Bullpen did its thing. Offense was there. Fielding was there too. Just all around solid performance from our team. Can't ask for anything else. No notes. Just perfect baseball. And nothing. This is something you always want going forward with a team at their home opener too, man. So I'm excited for it going forward. You have anything you're looking for tonight? Yamamoto, Flaherty. Anything you're looking for tonight?
Just before I do get in that, let me just read off some
Oh,
comments
cool.
from chat. I got so
Uh,
Baby Shark Blend says W Dodgers. Hey, it's Andrew. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. I agree
mhm.
with the ball Mookie hit, but it didn't seem like the ball wasn't carrying last night with other balls that were hit. Which
Yeah, that could be
RJ,
true.
you could probably elaborate more on that, or comment on that, just because I like I
Yeah,
said I didn't see it live unfortunately. So
yeah, yeah. No, definitely that's a true thing too. It was a little bit of a chillier night at Dodger Stadium. It's almost like foggy-ish, like definitely overcast. Ball wasn't carrying as much, but there were definitely some because I can't remember which Tigers player it was, but one of them hit it to the track and Pajes like overran it a little bit, but it I thought that ball was going to be gone. Dodger Stadium's always notorious for that too, but I've seen Mookie, like I said, I've seen Mookie hit those out way more, at least bank it off the wall or something. But I definitely do think that like, with the overcast and stuff like that, it's definitely going to affect the balls getting out of here. I mean, Dodger Stadium's not really a home run park, and then we got Otani hitting it opposite field, but
yeah,
he's just a unicorn. But
him he's just so strong that no matter what,
it's
like
insane.
it looks so effortless. Like to me, with him and Otani, or I'm sorry, Otani and even Teo, the home runs that he hits, it just me and my dad were talking about it yesterday. It looks so pure. It just like I don't know. It's
No, I agree. That tail one, until like the outfielder started getting closer and closer, I thought he got under it, and it just kept carrying and carrying, and I was like, oh my God, please get out, because I was thinking like, damn, it's gonna bang off the wall, or he's gonna catch it, or just whatever. But yeah, dude, but Teo's just got insane pop, man, and resigning him for like a steal and like getting no, well, I mean, I'm sure he had a market amongst other teams, but wanted to stay in LA. All power to you, Teo. We're gonna try our best to get you a second ring, man. But yeah, man, that ball got out in a hurry. Tommy Tanks, that one definitely got out in a hurry. That one, I was like, oh, it's a no doubter, dude.
yeah.
Barry Bonds right-handed, man. It's
I'm telling
insane.
you,
It's
Tommy
insane,
Tanks.
man.
That
It's
boy, as soon as he hits right-handed, he just is
mhm,
different with the power. Like, I
mhm.
believe also was it in no in Japan he hit his home run righty or lefty? Do you remember?
I do not remember. No. I'd be speaking out of turn. I don't want to comment on that
Yeah.
one, but he smacked another one too, man. I mean, this guy's got two home runs on the year, man. Like, just what a sick way to start the year.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's
Yeah,
Andrew. That ball that tail hit reminded me of the Grand Slam in the NLDS. That ball was hit
exactly.
high.
Exactly, dude. Like the same exact area. It's insane, like and uncanny, like how similar they were. And just like the one that Teo hit in the NLDS, I was thinking like, oh shit, that's not gonna get out. And it just kept carrying and carrying, and I was like, it can go, it can go. And then it clears, and then Petco Park just goes silent.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, yeah, dude, he's got insane power, and I didn't really realize this until because I don't. Teo doesn't really wear his pants up or whatever. It's fine. But yesterday when he was taking the field to her, he was talking to the commentary team on because Sunday Night Baseball or whatever. Um, his thighs are fucking huge, dude. Like I saw it, I was like, holy shit, dude. Because he wears baggy pants. Like we're not gonna really see like his legs and stuff like that. Like
He's not
how
a Walker Bueller kind of guy where he wears the tight pants.
speaking of tight pants, my boy Vesia wearing the fucking white leggings on it and shit, bro. Like them things was tight, bro.
Messi
I
does
saw
he
that.
does wear some really tight pants.
That was dog. Vesia yesterday somehow like made him tired. He's like, you know what, man? just give me the white leggings, man. Fuck it. He's he's wearing white leggings and shit to those fucking to the game, dude. It was so bad. Like my girl saw the outline and the print of his jersey tucked into his pants. They were so fucking tight, bro.
Yeah.
She was like, you can see the jersey. I was like, oh God. I was like, Vessia, man. Like I love you, man, but oh, loosen it up a little, man.
Let's get a next exercise bigger, bud. Come on.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Spencer
Look,
Strider
gotta
wears the
be
tightest. That is also true. Spencer Strider wears.
Spencer Strider does. Walker's up there too. Kike, when he wants to, he could wear tight ass pants. But yeah, Strider definitely wears it too, man. Like, it's insane. Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, all in all, really happy with that performance from them, and definitely excited for this rest of the series. And honestly, I thought it was a two-game series. Honestly, I fucking forgot it was like a three-game series. So we get Yoshinobu Yamamoto tonight, and Roki Sasaki projected to start tomorrow.
Mhm, mhm.
Dude, this is crazy. Like we're really throwing this kid to the wolves, and we're out here thinking like, oh, he's gonna start his season in OKC or something like that, which I was all more okay with, especially after his last outing against the Cubs. Allowing a lot of walks, definitely didn't have the control or the feel for it. Just fine. I mean, the kid's in his early 20s. Definitely don't want him to be a more of a finished product right now, but definitely do want to see like tomorrow with a stingy Tigers team that's not gonna really chase as much. Saw what they did with Blake Snell. They weren't really chasing much either. They had great batter's eyes, and they're gonna make him pitch. They're gonna really make him pitch, and that's why I'm excited to see how Yoshinobu does tonight. I want him to attack these hitters. They, I don't want to say they don't have the power because they do. Riley Green is a stud. Matt Vierling's gonna be out for a minute, but you got Spencer Torkelson is a stud. Manuel
Mhm.
Margot, underrated player. Former Dodger,
Yeah, I was about to say,
but
yeah,
also
former Dodger. He's got a
former
little.
Dodger.
He might has he's a little mad about that. It was a Dodger for like
Yeah,
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Yeah, barely a cup of coffee in spring training, and we said, yeah, we're sending your ass to Minnesota. But he's a stud, man. I forgot that they even signed him, and then you got Glaber, who's also like can be very hot and cold, but still has pop. And then obviously you have Baez, and when he wants to lock in, he could definitely be one of the better, more prolific hitters in the league. Um, I want to see if Yoshinobu can actually just fully go after him today. Not try and get him to chase, but I just want to see if he could fully just overpower them, get him with some of his off speeds, and definitely just blow the fastball by him because it seemed like yesterday Snell definitely wasn't blowing anything by the hitters, and obviously wasn't getting them a chase. So obviously it just led to more contact outs and everything. But I want to see if Yamamoto can definitely get ahead and definitely put these hitters away early because 90 pitches in 5 innings definitely is it's a high pitch count for Snell, but I want to see 90 pitches, 6 innings, maybe seven from Yamamoto today. So we'll see what we could do with that there.
For me, I'll take a good 6 innings. 5 to 6, just because early on in the year, it's that's what usually ends up happening. I watched a few games around the league, and it seems like pretty much the average of everyone was about 4 to 5 innings. So good 5 to 6 innings, nice solid, maybe 2 runs max that Yoshi gives up. I honestly think, look, Jay Flair, I love him, former Dodger, but he is when he's hittable, and we could probably eat off him really quickly.
Hmm.
Um, so looking forward to that. I want to say that we should win tonight. I want to say maybe like a 5-2. Let's say 5-2. That's my prediction.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. That sounds a little bit more believable, but yeah, it depends what kind of Jay Flair we get tonight. Are we gonna get the St. Louis Cardinal Jack Flaherty that was definitely just raw and got hit around a little bit, or are we gonna get Dodger Jack Flaherty who is locked in and definitely just show the potentials of a true ace? I love Jack Flaherty, man. I mean, I've liked him since he was a Cardinal. Definitely thought we should have pursued him the year we signed Lance Lynn, traded for Lance Lynn, where we got swept by the D-backs. I definitely thought like, hey, let's go after this guy, but then didn't make that move. So that was definitely very disappointing. I definitely think that if we do, we'd have to get to him really early. Uh, San Diego, obviously in the NLDS, definitely got ahead to him pretty early. So I definitely think the Dodgers can definitely do something to him. Just excited to see whether we could just put bats to ball. Let's try not to overdo too much. Let's just work on getting contact. Not everyone needs to hit a home run. We can do this. Like I said, last night going off Tarek Skubal, we definitely showed that we don't need to all go yard. just solid contact, and that was more than enough for us to get the job done. So definitely looking forward to that. 5-2, I think, is a really, really respectable score. Um, Yamamoto, yes, I want to see him go 6. I think that'd be best because we expended, I want to say, about like 4 relievers yesterday. It was Kasperius, Vesia,
Mm-hmm.
Trinan, and Scott.
Yeah, I have
Yeah, those are the 4 we used.
I had the stats right here. But yeah, those were the four.
Yeah, those are the 4. Kasperius is looking like a dog, man, like another fucking diamond find that the Dodgers are just so well with doing as a franchise. Um, I do want to see how Yamamoto does against this team. I definitely think he can overpower them. I want to see him go after him, not try and get him to chase because they're not going to chase. Um, just no fear, man. Just fucking get after him. I'll be more than okay with that. Um, and then tomorrow we have Sasaki on the mound. We'll have a recap pretty much of tomorrow all the way to Thursday, leading into Friday's games for next week for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, 5-2 Dodger win tonight. Looking forward to that. Then we have, like I said,
We
go
got
ahead.
Andrew in chat. So it's A's Andrew. I honestly think a lot of our rotation is going to be on some form of innings limit due to injuries from previous seasons.
Agreed. Yeah, I could see that happening too. Definitely seeing that as like as a precaution. It's the first week of the season. Like we don't need these guys going 8 innings, 9 innings, or complete games or whatever. Definitely okay with that, and it's just how the game is nowadays. No starting pitcher really goes 8 or 9 anymore. There you go, like a max 5 or 6. Keep it at 70, 80 pitches, and then it's just a bullpen game after that. I'm okay with that, but I do want to see like if we're paying Yamamoto all this money to be a top dog, definitely want to see him just get deep into games and stuff like that. Um,
Which
but definitely seeing that as like a
which I agree with, but the only thing is that when I was having this conversation yesterday with my dad that the thing is with the new MLB now is that these pitchers, no matter what, like nowadays they do not go they no one goes a distance. Like I don't know. I want to look up what was the stat last year on the complete games, but I don't know off the top of your head. Do you remember other than a
I
perfect
mean,
game or a no hitter? Like or even
uh,
going deep
yeah.
because there's like for example um like I to me I think nowadays with the like with baseball like going deep quote unquote now is going a good 6
Yeah.
rather than before. Let's say they would go 8 innings and then just hand it off to
Hmm.
one reliever, 7 innings hand it off to two relievers, etc.
Yeah.
It's that's
Uh,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead. I was gonna say like I think Glasnow went complete game last year once. I think it was like a Sunday day game if I remember. Uh, he either went like 8 or 9. I forget. I think he went a complete game last year. He went once, but around the rest of the league, yeah, dude, it's very very rare going forward. Especially if you have a bullpen that's a weapon in its own.
Yeah.
That like the Dodgers have. Like, there's no point in having these guys have to go 8 innings, 9 innings, whatever, because we have the pen. It's like, hey, you know what, man? Let's throw Banda out there tonight. Oh, he's tired. All right, let's throw Kasperius out there. Oh, let's throw Kopech when he's healthy or just something. Yeah, definitely understandable.
Let's see. I think Snell last year no hitter with the Giants from Baby Shark. Gavin Stone threw a complete game against the White Sox last year.
I was still a
I
nice
think
man.
Glasnow had 14 Ks against the Twins and went 8 last year.
That's what it may have been then, because I remember him like finishing off the inning, getting fired up. It may have been the 14 Ks, 8 innings. I thought it was a complete game, but it may have been 8 innings. But still, man, I mean, Glass not going 8 innings, man, like, or just going 8 innings in general is just crazy.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I'll take it, man. Like you said, Yamamoto, give me 6 innings. Um, oh shit. I turned my camera off real quick.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, guys. So, like I said, tonight we got the Jack Flaherty Yamamoto matchup, and with that, like I said, I would like to see Yamamoto go a good, solid, at least five, preferably 6 innings. Like I said, usually, even though with the games that Jack Flaherty pitched in the postseason, he had a couple very good starts. I really loved those starts, but the ones that he got lit up, which was against I think San Diego. Yeah, San Diego, one in New York with the Mets, one in New York with the Yankees because Game 5, and then I think it was Game 5 for both. No, Game 6 for Game 5 for the Mets series, Game 5 for the Yankee series, and then Game 2 for the San Diego series. What I'm basically trying to say is that usually in those games that Jack really got lit up in the very first inning. First inning, they were going after him. So tonight, I would say in order to jump on top of him, jump on top of Detroit, we would have to get to him to the first inning. If not, when he gets that rhythm, he'll settle down and he'll be good to go. Of course, just because he's not with the Dodgers now, I do want to get on top of him, but I really do like him as a player. I really did like what he did for us last year, and he made us a champion.
Yeah,
Um,
agreed, man.
I think later down the line, Yamamoto and Sasaki give them a season or two. Give them a season or two to really settle in. Don't know. Jack's a dog, but very hit or miss, not very consistent. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, he had really good outings in the postseason, but then when he didn't have his good outings, it was just like he gave up three in the first, four in the first, et cetera, et cetera. Are you back, RJ?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I definitely agree. Yeah, he definitely is hittable, and it's kind of awesome that like we have. Well, Jack's got to go up against Otani, Betts, Teo, Freddie. Like it's this. It just sucks that we have to do it to him, but like it is what it is, man. I mean, he is definitely very hittable, and I definitely think that we can really get the best of him. Really hoping that like we could just put this one away, secure the series win, make it straight just 2 out of 3, maybe even go for the sweep tomorrow with Roki. But yeah, I'll definitely think about be thinking about like how we're just gonna just tee off on Jack Flaherty, man. Alrighty,
Dun, 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 dun.
alrighty.
So that's weird. It's so weird. Like at the beginning of the season, just because they're off on Sunday, like
Yeah, I know, and
you
they were
you
usually off Mondays last year.
it's always like they're like teams are off Mondays and Thursdays,
Hmm.
and because like if they come in, it's a 4 game set. Like if they play on a Thursday, it's a 4 game set for the weekend, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
But yeah, and then what else was I gonna say?
we opened it
So
with Atlanta on Monday.
open it with Atlanta on Monday. Just to get a quick thoughts on those. Um, what did you catch any of the game from the San Diego and the Braves game? I know San Diego ended up winning, but
I did not.
no.
I caught some highlights and stuff like that because they were playing around the same time that the Dodgers were, so I didn't really get a chance to see it.
Mhm.
But I did see that they did come
I'm gonna pull
back.
them up.
Uh, the Braves took the lead, and then obviously I want to say it was like the eighth inning is when the Padres really took over and really opened it up for them. I think they put across like 3 or 4 that inning too, which is insane. But yeah, that Braves bullpen definitely sold for them last night. But their hitting's always going to be there, man. I mean, Ozzy Albies is a beast. They still got Matt Olson, Austin Riley, went yard. Um, and their pitching. It just depends on how healthy their pitching is. They I saw the projected starter for Monday, and it was where's he at Monday? Grant Holmes. Grant Holmes is projected to be the starter on Monday against us, and then
Okay.
Tuesday it was supposed to be Chris Sale. So we're getting two of their big dogs right there. Wednesday projected starter is supposed to be Reynaldo Lopez. So we're getting two of their three dogs. Um, that might be the toughest series we have because I think after that we go straight to Philly on Thursday. Nope, we're in
Thursday,
Philly on Friday.
yeah, Thursday's another day off day.
Cool, perfect. And then we travel to Philadelphia on Friday. Um, gonna be a tough week, man. I mean, we'll be here Friday afternoon to kind of tee up the Philadelphia series. We'll have our thoughts on the finale of the Detroit series along with the entire Atlanta series. Definitely excited to get into that. I definitely think we should take 2 out of 3, especially when you have Grant Holmes and Chris Sale and Reynaldo Lopez faced in front of you. We could definitely take the Grant Holmes one. It also depends on which kind of Chris Sale we get going forward. Whether that was just a 1 year, wow, it just clicked, and then like maybe he falls off because he is getting older.
Mm.
I definitely think that we can get to him too. It just depends on which Chris Sale we get, and Reynaldo Lopez, he might be our toughest challenge to that upcoming series, but we can hit off him with nothing. Tarek Skubal will be the best pitcher we will have faced until we probably get to Zach Wheeler against the Phillies.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that if we can hit off school ball like we did last night, we can definitely put bats of ball against the Braves and make it like a really, really ugly thing. Um, but I definitely see us taking 2 out of 3 on that one. Only way I see us losing that series is if our starting pitching kind of fails us. Because right now we have Glass now projected to start on Monday, but the starters aren't listed for Tuesday and Wednesday yet, so it's kind of just a wait and see. We might get Gonsolin, we might get Dustin May to pitch. We'll see, because those guys have big question marks coming in after taking the entire last season off due to injuries and just kind of trying to recuperate. But I definitely think that we can really take that series and then lead into the Philly series. That's going to be another tough one for us.
Yep, yep. Um, from here to next Friday, I think we'll just have dropped 2 games. Whether oops, let's get that out the way. 2 games, whether it's one either tomorrow, like the 2 games I could see us losing is either tomorrow,
Mhm.
with the Roki start, and then with the Cell start on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Um, that's to me when we're coming into Philly. I think yeah, so that would be a good. Was that 5-2, 5-3? So or no, 5-6-2. Math's not mathing, guys. Sorry,
Yeah.
chat. But yes, I just see us dropping 2. So chat, we had F. Lancelin, Dodger legend, LOL, and then also any updates with Dustin May.
Uh,
Um, do you know anything about that, RJ?
I do not. Let me look that one up actually. I do remember his last Cactus League start. It actually went really, really solid for it. Let me look up Dustin
He
May.
also
See
pitched
what's
it, yeah, because the last one was when he pitched in Anaheim, or when he pitched against Anaheim.
Mm. Yeah, he did. Okay, so it's I got a report a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, said that Dustin May will be the fifth starter in the Dodgers rotation. So may have been batting Gonsolin for the final spot, but with the latter set to begin the season. Okay, so Gonsolin's on the IL right now to start the year, so we will have Dustin May be our fifth starter. So we would have our Snell, Yamamoto, Roki, Glasnow, and Dustin May. So Dustin May looks like he'll get the pill for Game 2 against the Braves. So we'll see how he does. I'm very curious to see like outside of a spring training setting, which has been over a year um since he's been able to actually pitch in a game that has meaning. Um, I'm really curious to see like how he bounces back because he's always had electric stuff. He's just always been bit by the injury bug. It's really just unfortunate. But I definitely am excited to see how he does against the Braves, and like that is a very, very good test going forward to see where he's at.
That's actually, he said, that's nasty actually. On paper, that is a nasty 5 stack, which I agree.
Hmm. Hmm.
One thing I am concerned about is that I saw a report that Kike seems like he's got the same illness as Mookie. So he's not available. He wasn't available yesterday. He's not available
Huh.
today. Right now, he's
No.
listed as day to day, but hopefully, it just says illness.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get that just because Kike, like I said, he made a strong he's made a strong case for him to start at second,
Hmm.
especially with Kim in the minors right now, trying to work on getting his mechanics down,
Yeah.
from from Korea all the way to over here. So
Hmm.
um, looks like on the injury report we still have the same ones: Evan Phillips, Tony Goslin, um, and then Kopech. They're all on the 15 day IL. Um, any thoughts on the Kike thing, or any thoughts on?
Yeah, so yesterday was the first time I had found out about the illness and stuff like that. I didn't get an alert or anything from Bleacher Report or ESPN. But yeah, the same. I guess he fell ill the night before yesterday. So we're talking Wednesday night. So that's really unfortunate. I wonder what bug is going around, man, because didn't Freddie get sick too in Tokyo?
Um, if I recall correctly,
I think Freddie was sick in Tokyo as
let
well.
me
I mean,
see.
Mookie definitely got the worst out of the three of them. And then Kike, obviously, just last night he just was not feeling it. So, I'm not tripping. Just get him healthy. Like you said, it's the first series of the regular season. No need for him to try and rush in because we do have Mickey Rowe who can more than more than capable of holding down second base. So I'm not really tripping about having Kike back. I do miss that he is like the spark of our team. He's definitely the one that like he carries the heart, I guess, as opposed to like keeps everything light and happy and energetic and it's definitely just a joy to have around. So like definitely missing him is, obviously gonna have a blow to the clubhouse, but definitely something that like not in the near future that we're gonna be missing going forward. So that's definitely a good thing too.
Honestly, never was a huge Gosling fan or a huge fan of Gosling, and then it's Andrew Kopix apparently had what Betts had before they left to Japan.
Damn. And
So
then
it's just
Kopech
going around.
obviously has like, yeah, something went around, and I think Kopech has forearm tightness too.
Yeah.
That was another thing too. So that was a rough one. Yeah, man. I mean, what kind of bug do we get over there in Tokyo, man? It's insane, honestly. But like, hopefully, like this thing will just pass. We can just focus on getting healthy because we're gonna need it for the Atlanta series. We're definitely gonna need it for the Philadelphia series, and definitely really really excited for what we can do tonight too against the Tigers again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. So, like I said, we have. So we'll finish off Detroit. We'll have the series against Detroit today and tomorrow. Rest day on Sunday. Then we open a 3-game set against the Braves Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Take Thursday off. And on Friday, before the game starts, game first pitch on Friday is supposed to be at 3:45. Today,
Perfect.
unfortunately, I had a little last minute thing. So we usually do start at 2:30 on our with our podcast. Today I requested to do an hour earlier, so we should get a little pregame and a little wrap
Hmm.
up from what the rest of the week had for the Dodgers.
Hmm.
Any key things? But I don't know. What do you have anything else for us, RJ?
Uh, just looking forward to the rest of the weekend series. We'll definitely we'll have a little bit longer episode, but Ant does have obligations he needs to get to and stuff like that. It's something that's just out of our powers. But we'll definitely be back with a little bit more to talk about. We'll bring up more of like we'll bring up the Lakers. We'll bring up the Lakers for the first time ever next Friday. Kind of get
Yeah.
like a whole quick little recap on what's been going on. The regular season for the Lakers is ending soon, so we'll definitely have like a quick little talk about that before we get into the playoffs for them. Um, but yeah, we'll be back. 2:30 next week, guys. Ready to talk more about the Dodgers, bring up the Lakers a little bit more. I also want to start, so DM us on Instagram your questions, baseball questions, Dodgers, anything maybe around the league related, that questions you have for us. Send it to us, we'll answer it. We'll do a whole little like quick little answer the fans questions, I guess. Something we can do to kind of just like add more segments to our show. But yeah, guys, send me questions in the DMs for Cholo Tears Pod on Instagram. Give us a follow, like, share, send it to people, send it anywhere you can. Um, just please just spread the word. We're trying to just build as much as we can this show going forward.
Yes, 100%. And I could do a quick little thing of what I thought about with the Lakers. I know we'll get into it with next week, but it's
Hmm.
ridiculous how you had a 4 point lead with 15 seconds left and you fucking blew it. That's all I'm
Talk
gonna
to him, Matt.
say.
Talk to him, Matt.
That's all because I could go on about that whole rant about
Yeah.
how we were up 4. We gave up back-to-back threes on some poor defense, and then we let Josh Giddey hit a game-winning home run, game-winning 3, half-court buzzer beater. But next week, definitely we'll have like a shorter, we'll have a bigger but shorter segment on the Lakers. Like I said, 'cause like how RJ was saying, they're going into the playoffs. Unfortunately, today, because we only had one game with the Dodgers from yesterday, the segment's a little shorter for the Dodgers segment. But next week thankfully, we'll have a full week's worth of stuff to talk to. Any
Mhm.
questions, anything, guys in the chat, I appreciate it too. All the
Appreciate the
questions
chat.
and the
Appreciate the chat.
comments. Not Josh Giddey, yeah, Josh Giddey, man.
Gosh,
We ain't gonna get into that,
gosh.
but
Fucking, fucking, and might crash out next week.
yeah. So Raiders though, like I said, for our Raider faithful, our Raider Nation, as I believe we probably once we get closer to the draft or to the draft, once draft night happens or right before draft night, I know me and RJ can go on to it, get into that as well. Just because right now in the offseason, like RJ said last week, is a little dead. It's we got Geno Smith, which we could just share our comments about that, but once I think draft day hits and then everything kind of just goes more, we're getting into mini training camp and then training camp. We can go more
We'll
in
have a lot
depth.
more to talk. We'll have a lot more to talk about that. That way
Yes.
we know like what we have as a team going forward, guys. But trust me, Raider talk is coming, y'all. Raider talk is coming.
And we'll definitely have the different segments on that. But For the time being, pull a Luke from Walking Dead. Okay, buddy. That's this. But guys, I appreciate it. RJ appreciates it. We have our socials down below. If you're on the YouTube side, Spotify listeners, appreciate it if you could like, heart it, follow us also on Spotify. YouTube will also have I'll have the all our socials down below in the description. Um, Anything else for us, RJ, that you got?
That's it. That's it, brother. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there, guys. Just go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers. That is
Go
true.
Dodgers, baby. Alrighty,
Cholo.
signing off, y'all.
Alrighty, guys. You guys have a good. Well, I'll be streaming later today with my regular
Oh, there it is.
program stuff. So I'll see you guys later.